Seriously. You want to push your luck? Sony really wants to push their luck this console generation. They're making some very interesting choices. Knowing that they are the leader right now in the market, they are really, really doing their best to test the waters of what the consumer base will put up with. Because $55 for two pieces of plastic that arguably probably cost Sony $5 to manufacture, you know, a 1,000% markup, you know? Now, admittedly, it's an optional thing. You don't need it. It's completely superfluous. It's just an extra little thing. But I compare apples to apples. The last time we had console customization, which was two console gens ago, it was way less expensive. And because of that, I know for a fact there were people who went out and bought multiple things. Like they would go out and buy 3 faceplates for their Xbox 360, several decals, and they would swap them out. I know that I had friends who did this. They liked that feeling that I could customize my thing and every few months I could change it up. Who's going to drop $55 every few months for a new faceplate set? It's too expensive, you know? So, I don't know, man. It just seems to me like this console generation, Sony is just... I just said this the other day. I said every console gen, there's a flip-flop, right? So, PlayStation 2 era, Sony completely and utterly dominated. All of a sudden, next console gen seems like Microsoft did everything right except Red Ring of Death, and it took Sony the entire console generation to catch up to Microsoft with the PS3. Then they flip-flop again next console gen. Microsoft does everything wrong, and the PS4 dominates the entire time. All right? Now, PS4 has a foothold in the industry, so when the new consoles come out, everyone wants a PS5, and PS5 has way more demand. But now what we're seeing a year later, there's just not enough PS5s to go around, and Xbox Series X's are selling way better because they're more available, and people are realizing, wow, Game Pass, same features, if not better features. Why do I want a PlayStation 5 when I'm getting great things on the Xbox, and they're trying to buy the Xboxes now? So we're seeing this flip-flopping every console gen. And right now I feel like we're only a year into this. And this console gen is very interesting because of the fact the supply and demand factor is a huge thing. I don't know what's going to happen this console gen. I really don't. And by the way, Microsoft has all these game studios now developing exclusively for them. And I don't know. We're going to see what happens. We are. But this, to me, I read this news and I'm like, I'm happy that they actually went back to customization. I don't understand why we ignored it an entire console generation. It's silly. People like customizing their shit. They do. But then why are you going to, like, ridiculously overprice it all? Especially at a time when people who want your console can't buy it. And you could be putting, you know what I mean? You'd be putting your efforts far towards other things, not $55 for 2 pieces of plastic. I don't know, man. Okay, so that's one news story. That stuff's all coming in January 2022. The exact date isn't out yet, but yeah, you can get that stuff starting January at some point, okay? The other news story I want to talk about. November sales numbers are in. They call it NPD. It's like the actual sales numbers tracking, you know, what sold in November, gameplay or gaming-wise. Consoles. The Switch was the top seller. The Xbox Series doesn't break it down, but it says the Xbox Series was the second seller, and the PlayStation 5 was the third seller. Now, this is pretty much a no-brainer. What is readily available out there to purchase? The Switch. You could go to any store right now, and they all have a Nintendo Switch. You buy it right now. What is more readily available between the two current-gen consoles? The Xbox. In fact, what we found in the month of November is that the Xbox Series S actually was readily available at a lot of stores. They had them stocked up. People were trying to get the X and finally said, you know what? We're never going to get the X. Just buy the S. And all the S is sold. So that makes sense to me that the Series S or the Xbox Series would be the number 2 seller for November because it was more readily available. PlayStation 5 is the thing you just can't find anywhere. It's nowhere. You can't buy it online still. You can't get it in the store. You know, no one's ever seen one in a store. You know? So, makes sense to me. But the thing that really is more shocking, or not, depending on how smart you are, I guess I should say, is the sales numbers for games in November, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, you remember what happened in November. In early November, Call of Duty Vanguard released. And most people said, wow, this game sucks ass. It's the worst Call of Duty in years. Everyone panned it, right? And what we had was initially, we were told the game was down 40% in sales. 40% compared to years past. 40% of the people didn't buy it who normally would buy it, okay? Battlefield 2042 came out like a week later. But what happened? Halo Infinite's multiplayer released just a few days for free before Battlefield 2042, completely destroying its momentum. Battlefield 2042 was going to have big momentum, thinking, oh wow, Vanguard sucks, everyone will buy Battlefield, but then Halo Infinite dropped, like, oh shit, you just got blown out of the water, and everyone who had a Microsoft console or a PC ended up playing Halo Infinite that week instead of Battlefield. So Battlefield sales numbers were down compared to what normally you would see for that game franchise. Okay? Okay. Interesting. So, you would say to yourself, all right then, so what were the sales numbers for November? The best-selling game for November 2021 was Call of Duty Vanguard. The second best-selling game for November 2021 was Battlefield 2042. Now, to put this in perspective, the third most selling game of November was Pokemon Brilliant Diamond / Shining Pearl. The fourth most selling game was Forza Horizon 5. And the fifth most selling game was Madden 22, which came out months prior. Okay? Now, let's talk reality here. Okay? We all talked about this and said, what's going to happen? Call of Duty is going to have its worst year ever.
I appreciate that.
Call of Duty is going to have, like, really, Vanguard's beta was terrible. The game looked like shit. Going back in time to World War II is a bad idea. Runs on the same engine as Modern Warfare. They didn't even try. Like, all these negatives. Okay? All of these negatives.
Tiger,
you would say, okay, so how did it sell? Well, here's the truth. It did sell 40% less this year than it usually does. It actually did. If you look at the numbers, it's down about, I think it was like, actually, if you aggregate, it was like 30% or something like that. It wasn't overall 40. It was like 30% less sales than it usually does around this time of year. But it was still the biggest game of November. Why? Because there is an insanely huge group of people out there who literally buy it every year no matter what. They don't care about if it's good. They don't care about what people say about it. This is not you and me. We're common gamers, right? We're people who play a variety of games. That's not these people. These people literally just play Call of Duty or just play military shooters. This is their games. That's it. That's to them, in the realm of video games, there's military shooters. So regardless of if this is the worst one, they're still buying it to play it. Even if it's not as good as last year, they're still buying it. You understand? They said, Phil, you know, we contribute to you, but it always seems like it's a black hole. Because when you look at no matter how much we contribute, creators, you're always still having problems. You're always still competitive first-person shooter scene. I agree with you. I don't understand. If Call of Duty is down 40% sales this year, how are people in the competitive Call of Duty scene even going to make a living this year? No one cares about Call of Duty, right? Wrong. Their communities are actually insulated. And allow me to explain. We've been talking about Activision Blizzard and Bobby Kotick, right? Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision Blizzard, at this point, he's been exposed for misdeeds and misdoings in his company. People hate the guy. Hate him. They want him out. The workers there want him out. The stockholders want him out. Everyone wants to get rid of Bobby Kotick. Bobby Kotick is insulated from any kind of bad repercussions for anything he does for the rest of his life because he's filthy rich. He is rolling in money. He makes bajillions of dollars, like bajillions. They can't even calculate enough numbers to figure out how much money this guy makes in a year. The only person who makes more money than him is Elon Musk. All right, I'm over-exaggerating. But you understand what I'm saying. When you reach a certain level of either success or financial security in life, you're insulated from anything. Right now, Bobby Kotick could have his face on the front of every magazine, every online publication saying, this man is the devil. And he would be fine for the rest of his life because he's so rich. You understand? So, you'll look at Call of Duty.
Functional retard?
This is a franchise. They're in the middle of a company. The company is being torn asunder internally by these allegations of sexual misconduct. They're being sued. The people, by the way, this morning it was official. People at Activision Blizzard are forming a union and striking. This has just happened this morning, okay? So all this is happening at the company. Did it actually affect Call of Duty's popularity? No, because the people who play it don't care. The people who play it are in this mindset that all I do is play military shooters every year, and I don't give a fuck what's going on with the company. I don't even care if the game is good. I buy it anyway. You see? And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. You will never institute positive change anywhere if you keep supporting bad practices. You just won't. If every time Nintendo ignores the feedback from its fan base, completely says, I don't care what you guys want, we'll do whatever we want, and you keep giving them your money. For example, everyone said they wanted a Switch Pro. I want a Switch with more processing power, a better video card, right? More hard drive space, faster loading hard drive. I want better, all these improvements. Nintendo says, fuck you, we don't care about what you want. Here's the Switch OLED, which is just a slightly better screen and, a few other tweaks here that you don't need. And everyone went and bought it anyway. So guess what happens? Nintendo says, haha, we win, you lose, we do whatever we want, we'll never change. Activision Blizzard will never change as long as they have this weirdly brainwashed group of millions of gamers who will play their crap every year, regardless if it's good or not. They have now been conditioned for the last 10 plus years. Call of Duty comes out every year, I buy it, I play it. It's the same thing I just mentioned. Madden 22 was the 5th most selling game in November. The game came out months ago. It's still in the top sales because there's people who are conditioned that every year I must buy Madden. I don't play any other games. I just play sports games, so I just play Madden every year. And so they must buy the new Madden and play it. They probably don't even listen. They probably didn't play the beta. They probably don't listen to any criticism or feedback about the game.
What do?
They just buy it and play it. And then what do? They tune into their favorite content creator who covers these games and literally kisses the game's butt constantly, right? What's funny is that I've actually heard that big content creators this year, like Dr. Disrespect, outright said Vanguard sucks. He outright said, I'm just going to play the Battle Royale because this is shit. Yet it's still so, you see what I mean? Even the biggest guys who would be proponents of games like this are saying it sucked and it still sold. It was the best-selling game of November. So when you're that protected, okay, how will we ever, and I mean this, how will we ever see change? How will we ever see Call of Duty get better when every year they're rolling in dough? Now, admittedly, a 30% dip in overall sales is huge. Keep in mind, this is Activision Blizzard's best-selling game, is Call of Duty. They actually told all of their other game studios, you will now work on Call of Duty and Warzone. We don't care about what you're working on. Drop it. Work on Call of Duty because this is our cash cow, as they say. So, the thing about me here is, but it's hilarious. I was going to ban this idiot who says I did something I didn't do. I compliment Dr. Disrespect, and the guy says I insulted him, so fuck you, you're out of here. So,
banned,
you look at the situation, you're like,
gone.
They will
forever.
lose money this year from what they thought they were going to make. They will, absolutely.
So if you're going to be an asshole,
at the same
you're going to be
time,
treated like an asshole. You're going to be shown the door.
They seem protected from all of this. I would say you would need to have, and this is no exaggeration, probably 5 straight years. 5 years where sales remained down for Call of Duty. And then maybe you would actually see a reaction where they'd have to change things. Because when you're rolling in this much money, 1 year where the sales are down, I'm sure that the stockholders won't be super pleased, but, it's going to bounce back, This scandal that they're currently in, they're embroiled in this scandal all year. It's not going to last forever. As Gandalf would say, this too shall pass, right? Everything, everyone's up in arms now. Give it another year. We'll move on to another thing. We won't even remember this. Seriously. And, they're going to come back. They will. Next year's the new, they already said next year's the new Modern Warfare. People are going to come back who weren't here for Vanguard this year. They're going to come back for Modern Warfare next year because a lot of people were just upset that Vanguard was World War II again. So they'll come back for the new modernized game. And you'll see the sales skyrocket back up again. But this is what I mean. Like, people look at these situations and think, wow, the sky is falling, this is the end. It's not. These companies are so protected. Because you and I are different. You and I, we look at these things objectively, right? We say, wow, take a look at Vanguard compared to other Call of Duties, right? The gameplay sucks. The graphics are buggy and shit. The beta was terrible. The beta was literally bad. Like, the more you played the beta, the more you realized how bad the game was. Yeah, I didn't want to play it anymore. I'm definitely not buying this. It looks like garbage, right? And then you play Halo Infinite, you're like, wow, what a difference. Halo Infinite, they put a lot of effort into and everything. By the way, I should call this out. You may have noticed that Halo Infinite wasn't in there. That's because Halo Infinite isn't counted in these numbers.
All right,
Halo
so
Infinite
Gabe
was
Horn
not
is
officially
awesome.
sold. It was just the beta was digital downloads for free, and so it's not actually tracked in this NPD data. I would guarantee you Halo Infinite did not get as much as Call of Duty. Seriously. Even with being free, I bet it's not in there. You know what was interesting is I don't have the top 10, but Guardians of the Galaxy made top 10. Which actually surprises me because I actually didn't think Guardians of the Galaxy would do that well because it really didn't get a lot of attention at all. Honestly, it basically, people didn't play it till like 2 weeks after it was released because finally reviews came out and said it was good, and so then it went on big discount and then people started buying it. But apparently it did. It made top 10. I think it was like 7th or something like that for the month, which is good for a game like that, actually. So, you know, all I have to say is it's a little disheartening because we have game studios out there that are busting their ass. They're trying to innovate. They're trying to put out what I would consider not only a product
no, you
for
didn't, you
sale and consumption to
motherfucking
make
piece
money,
of shit
but they're also
cocksucker.
trying to make works of art. You know what I'm saying? They're
Mark
actually
my
putting in the
fucking
honest
words.
effort to do something above and beyond just I
I'm
pumped out a
coming
game.
for you.
And then
I'm
you got
gonna find out
Activision
who the
Blizzard,
fuck you
who in
are.
the case of Call of Duty, a
You
lot of cases just feels like they're just
motherfucker.
pumping out another turd
You
this year.
are
Oh man, I
fucked.
gotta make another bowel movement and
Let
sell
this
it.
be noticed
And
live on the internet.
People buy it.
You're fucked.
And it doesn't matter.
And you are
when
done.
you're so again, there's an entire culture around it. There's a competitive gaming culture. There's entire what do they call it? Phase and Optic and shit. These are fucking clans that are so focused on first-person shooters that like there's an entire million-player base based just off of following those fucking competitive clans, right? And you know they're playing Vanguard this year. They're not skipping it. They're playing Vanguard. So this is what I mean. Like, it seems like they're protected from any kind of criticism, from any kind. Even when they sell 30% less overall, they're still the best-selling game of November. I mean, fuck. There's a problem there. You know what I mean? There is. There's a problem there, man. Maybe we got to find a way to fix this. Maybe we got to open the eyes of these fucking people. You know? It's just crazy to me. It is. Because gaming today is so different than how it used to be. Gaming today is so... There's so many kinds of games. There's so many... Culturally, right? Think of all the different kinds of game experiences you can have. Artistically. You know? And then, oh, I just play Call of Duty every year no matter what, man. I'm buying it. Like, what the fuck? Open your fucking eyes and your horizons. Stop being so ignorant that you give money to people who fucking don't deserve it, honestly. Do you think Bobby Kotick deserves another $1? What the fuck is he gonna do with it? I don't know, man. I just don't know. That gets to me because being a lifelong gamer and being a content creator for 13 years,
Stop this!
seeing the games that deserve success not get it, right? Like Psychonauts 2. That game is, I feel so bad because I was the biggest critic of Tim Schafer. I thought the guy was basically a scumbag after Broken Age. Being honest, that was my opinion of the guy. I felt like he took everyone's money, Kickstarter money, and ran with it and didn't even finish the game. Okay? That was my opinion. I went into Psychonauts 2 being the biggest critic and thinking it was going to suck ass. It was so good. And it's a game that most people will not play. All right? It's a game that most people will never, ever pay attention to. Right? And it's not going to get a sequel. Sales-wise, it didn't even reach the top-selling games of the month. That month. What was it? September? It didn't even reach it. Not even close. And it was on Game Pass, and it didn't reach the top-selling games of that month. And that game is utterly deserving of recognition. And then you get Call of Duty, the same shovelware, every fucking year. and it's the top-selling game, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Chicken Man did our one super chat of the day so far, and he says, "Am I okay?" Pinocchio says, "Am I okay?" No, I'm not okay. I'm upset. Can't you tell I'm upset? I don't want these games to be successful that don't deserve it. It's just ridiculous. It really is. Evil wins. Evil wins again. No, I don't like that. I don't like it. I want the games that are the most original, the most, you could tell there's passion, and effort, and skill, and love, and attention put into it. I want those games to succeed. I don't want Call of Duty to be the best-selling game every year because it doesn't fucking deserve it. It just doesn't. It's not that good. It's not. It's not even close. It's not even the second best first-person shooter this year, but it's the best-selling game of November.
In their heads, 24
It's
fucking
fucked
7.
Okay. So Chicken Man has done a $2 super chat and says, "Don't judge Madden. You're not a sports gamer." Now, admittedly, you're right. I haven't played Madden in many years. All I know about Madden is what I hear.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
This is the super chat.
The few times that I did play
If I
Madden,
could get down on my
I
hands
didn't
and
feel
knees
like
and
it
say
was
thank
anything
you and still be
original or
on
different.
camera, I would
kinda
do it.
felt like it was kind of the same Madden game. But I'm not well educated on the subject. The Dirty Troll did a $5 super chat. It says, "Will console gaming and PC gaming die if streaming games ever become 100% functional?" I have no idea. I don't think we're anywhere near close to even have to think about that, because we don't have anything in that regards right now. Like, trying to stream on PS Now is like impossible, right? Google, what was it? Google, I can't even remember what it was called. Google, I forgot. The Google service that was streamed games. Stadia, Google Stadia, Google Shitia, Google suck. It's terrible. It didn't work. Most people said they tried it. It was garbage, so they never did it. So I don't get too far ahead of myself. Maybe one day it'll be something of concern. Not right now. Zulu Dobson has tipped me $1.50. Says, "Happy Halo stream day." Thank you, Zulu. I appreciate that. Yes, today all Halo all day long. And Gerald has done a $4.20 tip and says, "I had my first exam today and it fucked me right in the ass. Your stream helps me out a lot. Thanks." Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Excuse me. Gerald, thank you for the tip. I appreciate that. It's the top tip of the day. Gerald F. Okay. Yikes. That was disgusting. Carlton Jr. has tipped me $1.50. Oh, excuse me. Carlton Jr. has tipped me $1.50.
Israel.
He says, "Games like Call of Duty, Apex, and Fortnite that make me give people the side eye now when they say that they're gamers. They play one game a year, maybe another one for 2 minutes, and shit on everything else. It's wild, honestly. By the way, I play Madden and it sucks." Okay, then. I'll take your word for it, because I don't know. Actually, now we're up to $6 in tips. So, here's the thing. I really feel like we've got a cultural dichotomy.
Oh my god, I can't stop joking.
All right? Because it used to be, if you were a gamer, you were kind of like, you were
Can I stop
the,
joking
oh my
today?
god, you're
Oh
a
my
video gamer? You nerd, you geek.
What
You
the
know, you were part of a subculture that was laughed at and derided and all of that. Okay?
Hold up.
Then what
Clear
happened
up,
is
I
gaming
swear.
went mainstream. And when gaming went mainstream, it went mainstream in many different
Jesus
ways.
Christ.
For example,
Ugh.
like in places like
Okay, it's
Korea
actually starting to feel
and stuff
better
like that. Yeah, League of Legends. That went so mainstream over there that it's like ingrained in their culture as part of their entertainment and everything. They see League of Legends just as much as like a competitive sport or anything else in their country. And that's a ginormous player base, ginormous viewer base, ginormous money making. But then anyone who's not involved in that, it's like it doesn't exist, right? Like, I don't know, I don't know nothing about League of Legends. I don't play anything about it. I don't. Like, literally, they could make billions and billions of dollars on it. I know nothing about it. It doesn't affect me in the least. You see? Now, then you go on to the whole first-person shooter crowd. Literally, people who only play FPS games, usually Call of Duty, sometimes other games. I would argue that in the last few years, that extended to the Battle Royale experience. So now you've got Warzone, you've got Apex Legends, you've got these games in the mix. But it's its own entity, right? It's insanely profitable. There's content creators out there like Dr. Disrespect and many others who literally that's their shtick. And they are insanely successful as a result of it. But again, it's kind of like its own insulated bubble. And if you're outside the bubble, you can perfectly enjoy video games and never care about anything in that bubble, and it won't ever affect you. But that bubble's still insanely profitable and insanely successful, right? I almost feel like if you draw up the landscape of gaming, you have your like competitive style, League of Legends style games in this bubble. You got your first-person shooter competitive Battle Royale games in this bubble, right? You got maybe your kids games, right? In this bubble, like games that are just kind of for kids, like Fortnite and stuff like that, goes over here in this own separate bubble. And you can look at these bubbles that are all insane dynamos of profit and money, right? But then you're like, well, what else is going on in gaming? Oh yeah, all these other great games that still can be profitable. But man, they don't, it's so odd to me. They just don't seem to be like connected to the other stuff. Everyone outside of the bubbles agrees Call of Duty this year sucks ass. And 30% of the people who normally would buy it, who are outside of the bubbles, didn't buy it, and it's still the best-selling game. And it's hard to argue, Carlton, because here's the thing. Oh, those people aren't gamers. They only play one game a year. But the game they play is one of the most popular and one of the most successful. So how can you say they're not gamers? What you could say is maybe they're not well-versed gamers. Maybe they're not diverse gamers. Maybe they're very much tunnel vision, right? But that doesn't mean that they're not gamers. I think the word gamer now is definitely changing, because it used to be someone who's in on all the games. Like I said, used to be this group, this fringe group. Haha, you're a subculture that's to be made fun of and derided because you like video games. Now it's like, who doesn't play video games? By the way, we didn't even get to mobile games. Genshin Impact. Whoa. That's its own bubble in itself. You see? Okay. 672. Tip me $6.72. Biggest tip of the day. He says, modes like My Team and Ultimate Team have ruined sports titles. It's where they show all their focus. I mean, you're right. That's the nickel and diming, right? That's the whole, open a random pack to see if you can get the player you want or something. But it basically took on the mobile game formula of loot boxes and has become insanely popular and profitable for these companies, so they're never going to give that shit up, right?
Oh, no.
By the way, 672, just so you know, this morning, your entire spot was blown up. I got a super chat from someone accusing you of being Froggy the Kid and saying it's really you and I should ban you permanently from my stream. So just so you know, your spot, you've been completely exposed on my stream. So you were here exposed live on stream this morning by someone who's now banned. Chicken Man tipped me $1.50. He says, you forgot to talk about the news that was out this morning. Netflix is working on a Mega Man movie.
I don't have money to do it. 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 I don't have money to do it.
That suck, like Death Note or Cowboy Bebop. Why the fuck do I care about Mega Man? When there's information about it, like showing actual people acting and stuff, and it looks good, maybe I'll care, but I just don't care. Everyone can make every possible live action thing. Okay. All right. So, I think that's it. I think we've covered everything, my friends, this morning. Hold on.
You're not welcome on my streams, period.
A super chat. Shit. So, in summary, guys, 2 quick things for today. Please support the Halo streams. It's going to be all Halo all day long today. I'm about to start with campaign like right now and play for a little over an hour before we go on a break.
Blah 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 blah.
I really enjoyed the game so far. Hope you'll chill with me and
I need that money. I really do. I need that money
because I'm having a great time with it. I feel it's one of the best games of the year, and
it's Tevin's fault.
You know, I want to have a good time with all of you. All right, but also memberships are way down. As you can see, we just did the whole pre-stream. Guess how many memberships we got? So please support the channel via memberships. In particular, if your membership expired, you probably want to re-up it. We're trying to hit this goal to make the retrospective event happen. So please, if you like the channel, please support it in a various way. All right, that is it for the pre-stream podcast, my friends. Let's end it for today, and let's jump into Halo. Sound good? All right. Sounds good. Done. I stopped recording, just like that. So let's do a few things. Let's turn on the console. Let's turn on the TV. Excuse me. Let's turn on my headset. Let's mute the mic. Let's select game console on the television so the game console will show up on the television. Let's lift the controller. Let's press the button to start this up. You heard that. You heard that, right? All right. Let's now switch over to the game feed. Let's get rid of these ads. Let's shrink the size of the webcam to be the proper size of the webcam for a gameplay stream. Awesome. Let's center the leaderboard. And now, as I'm about to boot the game, I have to piss really quickly. So give me like a minute and a half. I'll piss, wash my hands, come right back, and we'll boot it right up. I'll be right back. My laugh sounds like ack, ack, ack. So when I laugh and I go, or does that sound like ack, 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 ack? No, it sounds nothing like that at all. Ah! Okay, I'm back. I told you guys that'd be fast, right? I told you. All right.
The Ziggy
So,
Piggy's
let's
back.
get started, right? Let's do this. Here we go. Let's boot her up. Whew. Halo Infinite, baby. Chris B, what's up? What's up, what's up? I told you I was going to just pee, wash my hands, and come back. What did you think I was going to do? You thought I lied? You thought I was a liar? We lost about 700 viewers, though, during that piss break.
YouTube
Which is
mode
unfortunate
on.
because we only had about 350 viewers, so now we're about negative 350 viewers on the stream, which sucks. I hate when negative people watch me. There you go. All right. Very nice.
Can someone please shut up this dude who's being a moron?
We're doing like Gregorian chanting here. I love it. It's like a vibe. You gotta get into the vibe of Halo, right? Okay.
La 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 la.
There's the spire.
There you go.
That's where
Here,
we're gonna
listen
be
to my
heading.
beautiful singing voice.
All
La
right,
la
guys,
la
ready?
la la
Let's start
la.
recording. I'll do a little bit of an intro here. Ready? Here we go. What's up, John? How you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Halo Infinite's campaign. Haven't played this in a couple of days, but when I did last, I made some really good progress. We had cleared out the conservatory, and then we had just headed around the conservatory area, kind of clearing out various things. You know, we did this fob, which was cool. Around here, there's a couple of squads that I believe we can rescue that are nearby. There's two, right? Two squads that I think we can rescue. And then I think we should just go to the next part of the story, which is the Spire. It's a Forerunner structure, apparently. I'm not sure where the story is going to take us after that. There's many other things to do on the map, but I feel like we should just go on to the story for a little bit rather than do too much side stuff right now, especially because of where we are. So I think what we'll do very quickly, maybe just do these two rescue missions and then jump down to the Spire and continue with the story. That's what I'm feeling. All right. Kagome, hello. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Guts, how you doing today? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Ready for some chill Halo vibes and fun. This campaign so far, we're about 6 hours in, and I've had a really good time with it. I hope that you guys have been enjoying the playthrough. Definitely a different feeling from normal Halo campaigns. Holy crap, right? How different of an experience has this been from what you would normally expect from Halo? It really has felt like something completely unique and different in regards to what they did with it this time around. I'm loving it, though. Like, I don't have any complaints. I'm having a great time with the open world aspects of it. The grappling hook has changed the gameplay elements completely for me. Now the game is way more fast-paced, way more fun when it comes to the combat, in my opinion. I love ziplining in and smacking them in the face.
The Harbinger said. Whatever the Endless is, I think we'll find out. Another squad's calling for help, Chief. We can't leave them hanging.
Get off my ring.
He said, get off my ring? What are you, fucking Clint Eastwood? Get off my lawn? A dummy. But yeah, so if you just heard The Weapon, who doesn't even have a name yet, The Weapon, she's mentioning that Harbinger character, who we don't even know who she is, had talked about a new alien race called the Endless. And we actually don't know who they are. Maybe we're going to run into them and figure out more about them the further in we get here. Well, this sucks.
I don't have money to do it. I don't have money to do it. I don't have money to do it.
I think I should have thrown the grenade
I don't
first.
have money to do it. I don't have money to do it. I don't have money
That
to
was
do
a
it.
lot of dudes. Like, a significant amount of dudes. So I think what I'll do is I'll throw the grenade first, shock them, pull out the grav hammer, and just fucking wail on all of them. That was a bad choice, rushing in like that. Here we go. Now wait a minute. They didn't show up this time. Last time there was 3 or 4 of them up here. Oh, there they are. That'll do it. There we go. Shield exploded. Sniper, I saw him. Oh, you annoying bastard. Hit me like 3 times. Back up so he can't hit me again. Okay. These guys are trying way too hard. Did you hear that?
Chief, enemy reinforcements.
Stop hitting me, jerk. It's Dark Dave's fault. Here come way more. Oh wow, can I just shoot this? Look. I get off and shoot it from the side.
My last shot! Fly, golden arrow! Oh, yeah! Look at that! Whoa!
Damn, insta kill.
Whoa!
He didn't die. Nice. We good? The music stops, so we must be
Those
good.
Marines will live to fight another day.
Nice.
I hope we see them back at the FOBs.
I still have 76% on the grav hammer, so I'm not gonna fucking change that out right now. I wish I could reload my my battle rifle though.
What up, Chief?
So you get Valor every time that you save some of these guys, but I'm not actually sure what Valor does. Was it ever explained?
I love Hulk Hogan's
I don't know if they ever
dick.
explained Valor. So I don't know if I, you know, I mean, it's good to do then save them. I guess it counts positively towards you somehow, but I'm not exactly sure how.
What
Yeah,
do I
seriously,
do?
no battle rifles anywhere, huh? It's all their weapons. Which I don't want. I want more battle rifle ammo. Son of a bitch. Oh, look. Another energy sword. Alright. Where's the other one? The other one was, like, way up here. Yeah, look. Way the hell up there. I gotta climb all the way up there. Damn, it's gonna take, like, an hour. Rom on Wheels is here today. He has tipped me $5. He says, I wanted to say I
Jet
love
Air.
the 1961 version of West Side Story, as the Spielberg's version is truly wonderful. Well, I'm glad to hear that. You know, I love the 1961 version of West Side Story. That's the one I've seen many, many times, and I memorized the lyrics to the songs back in the day and everything. I really like it. So I'm glad to hear that that you like the new one. Maybe I'll check it out at some point. And thank you for the tip, Rob. Good to see you here today. Carlton Jr. says if you go to the FOB tab, Valor unlocks this stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh! So take a look at the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Valor. There's your running total of Valor. When you level up Valor further, you unlock these new things. So that's how the Sniper unlocked. And next I'm going to get the Spanker, which is the rocket launcher. Then Demolition Troops, the Scorpion tank, the Hydra kinetic, Psychic kinetic. Yeah, look. All these better versions. All these better versions. Then the Wasp. Oh, wow. And the Rocket Hog is the last thing you unlock. Okay. So it is benefiting me to do these because I'm unlocking better things at the FOB. If I don't use them, then I guess it doesn't work. But I would certainly like a better battle rifle. That would be nice. I'm liking the battle rifle a lot. So yeah, if I can get a better weapon like that, cool. Why is viewership dropping? Because a lot of people tune in just for the pre-stream podcast. They want to hear what's going on with me or, you know, hear news topics. And then if they're not too interested in the game, they'll take off. And that's perfectly fine. You will ya?
Maybe it's time we take a look inside that Forerunner structure.
Maybe it's time you stop telling me what to do. Because I'm Master Chief and you're just a fucking side character. How about that? I'm the protagonist of the series. You can be quiet. I got a group of troops up here to save. We got a lot of climbing to do, okay? Here we go. We're gonna do this, then we're gonna do the story after. Don't worry, I know some people, oh, the open world stuff's boring. Well, we're gonna do the story right after this. I just want to rescue this one group of troops, and then we're gonna get right back to the story. Okay, so relax, chill for a minute, have some fun here with me while we do this. Right in the face. And we will be back to the story in no time, I promise you. You know, I saw someone on Twitter this morning. He goes, man, I beat the whole Halo Infinite campaign on Legendary. I got all the skulls. 7 hours and like 7 minutes. I was like, you fucker. How do fucking people do this? Like, So let me get this straight. You've probably played it non-stop since the day it came out this week, right? You fucking just played non-stop. Mastering everything, unlocking every weapon. How the fuck did you even find the skulls? Got every skull. I haven't found one.
Picking up a UNSC
And I've been
distress
trying.
signal not far from this location.
Aha, look. Why am I toxic? I got every skull. Every one. Every item in the game is mine. What's that noise? Oh, we got a big firefight. Okay. Hello, punk. There's a plasma sword, but I got the freaking grav hammer. Three melee
Picking up
attacks for you.
reinforcements coming our way.
Coming for you! Oh shit, I got stuck on the rock. Oh shit. This is not good. Alright, enough of this. Fuck you! There's a lot of enemies right now. Oh god. My health back. Fuck. Stuff. Running out of... Oh no, I was gonna say I'm running out of bullets. Apparently I picked some up, so... Good. Never turn your back on Master Chief, you fucking idiot. Ooh. There we go. Headshots. I love it. Team Michael Gamer has tipped me. I will shout that out in a moment once I survive this fight. Nice. There's a lot of enemies up here. I wonder if this is one of the harder rescue missions. Man, there's a lot of enemies. Did I kill them all? One left. Damn, I love that, shocking them with the claw. So good. Is that it? We did it?
The UNSC lost so
Yes.
many on this ring, but now that you're back, they've got a fighting chance at survival.
Nice. Mission complete. That was a harder one for sure. A lot of enemies. What's that? Aha. A log. Woo!
What am I looking at?
Frigate, Mulsanne class. Hull identification reads Mortal Reverie.
If we're gonna make any noise on this ring, we need a base of operations.
I can't see who's
Speak
talking.
to hell, but it's shelter.
Spartan what?
Defensible
Jasper's
location,
sitting in front of it.
no
Jasper,
sign
can you
of
please stop
damage
blocking the
activity.
TV? You're gonna start already
Yeah.
today?
This could work. Any Spartans in comms range?
Jasper,
Spartan
come on.
Griffin is in range, but his signal is diminishing rapidly.
I'll keep it brief. Open up a channel. I think we found our rendezvous point.
Makovich. Did we run into Makovich yet? Remember, we're finding these Spartans who sadly have passed away over the course of the campaign.
Meow.
I don't know if we've run into a Makovich yet or not.
What do you
Okay.
think those beacons are for?
So, Jasper, don't... Oh. Jasper, come on, stop it. Don't get me angry already. Come on. Just starting with gameplay. Sheesh. Okay. Let's go back to our fob. Team Michael Gamer has tipped me $1.50.
soulmates.
And he says, would you consider playing the Matrix Awakens Unreal Engine 5 experience? Looks like the first interactive piece of media with next level
Look,
graphics.
I'll just
Would
admit,
I? Yes.
I'm
Now
really
I have no
curious
time.
about
I
what's
don't have enough
inside that
time.
Forerunner structure.
I wish you would shut up. We don't have enough time to do stuff that I want to do. I want to play Halo Infinite multiplayer twice a week. Haven't been able to do it. I want to make more progress in Lost Judgment. Haven't been able to do it. There's too many games I'm currently playing right now, Jasper. No. 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 You don't go up there. There's too many games I'm playing right now that I just don't have time to do everything. You know, I know the experience is only like 15 minutes long, but Jasper Kitty, don't do it. I told you no 3 times. I don't want to throw you out. Doesn't listen. But yeah, you know, there's just no time right now for anything. Like right now, I'm trying to finish up. I want to finish up Forza Horizon 5. I've got 1 to 2 streams left. Then that's done. I want to finish Lost Judgment. I got to finish the school stories. Then it's still got a ways to go. You know, I want to finish this stuff. I want to play other one now. I think it went downstairs, and now I haven't seen the Twisty thing in like a week. So I'm going to have to go find one and bring it up here so you have something to play with. Okay. All right. So we're at the fob.
Let's go find out.
Let's just reload. Oh, I did reload it. Auto-reloaded, didn't it? I think it did. This is not going to reload, of course. I'm going to save the grav hammer for when I need it. A crazy boss or something. Just pummel the fuck out of him. All right, let's do it. Let's head to the spire, right? And let's see what's next in the story. Let's do this, guys. Let's advance the plot. We did some good side stuff. Now let's continue on.
The Ziggy Piggy's back.
Oh, Paul says, what if you played only one thing at a time like I did back in the day? Are you crazy? So here's what would happen. I would beat a game within like 2-3 days, probably maybe 4, tops, and then everyone would be upset. Like, think about that. When Lost Judgment came out, all I did was play Lost Judgment for 2 weeks straight, or 2.5 weeks, and I beat everything in it, but that's all I played, right? There's no way. I'm a variety streamer. I'm a variety streamer, and this is what happens, is that stuff changes over time, and the content I put out, and this is what I become, and this is what people like, but this is the toughest time of the year for me. It's the most fun. It's also the toughest. There's so much going on, right? That I just don't have opportunity to do everything that I'd like to do. I think that guy just saw me. Fuck him, I'm gonna run. So this is the spire. How do we get in?
Who are these guys?
Oh shit!
Hunters.
Hunters.
And what do they do?
Haven't seen them in a
Don't
long
answer that.
time.
Just get rid of them so I can get us in.
I think I'm just gonna give them a little bit of a surprise. Ah, fuck it. Is there another one? I don't think he likes that. Wow! I hit him with how many grenades? 'Cause I didn't want to waste the grav hammer. I wanted to save it. I hit him with how many grenades? And he still didn't die. That's tremendously stupid. That was a complete miss. No, it said it hit him. Are there any more of those? Yes, lots. Oh shit, that's... Oh god! You want to talk about a fail? I'll just press completely the wrong thing. Did I kill him? Might have. You're brave to help me with this shit. Still not dead, huh? These guys are, impressive. Got him. I think that's what I was supposed to do. I wasn't supposed to waste my ammo. They wanted me to just chuck those containers. What sucks is I wasted a lot of the grav hammer, but I'll save it now. Achievement! Hunter Killer. Defeated the Hunter pair stationed at the base of the spire. That was a cool return. Haven't seen those guys in a while.
What the hell are you talking about?
Thanks for showing up, Marine. Appreciate that. Don't know if you actually did anything, but you probably distracted them.
The protocol's not banished in Origin. It's sturdier than I expected.
problem.
Ooh. Rolling up. Jasper, why are you playing with my USB cord? He's pawing the USB cord over there like a nut. What is? He needs a toy. Jasper, you need a toy, don't you? He needs something to play with. You used to have toys up here, but you brought them down the stairs, I think, and now I gotta go. I'm gonna find you a Twisty. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. I want to find him something to do because he's bored. He's pawing my USB cord. He needs a toy. What did you do with your Twisties? They're not in here. You brought them somewhere. You brought them all downstairs. Now you got no toys up here. Yeah, nothing. Look, you got nothing up here. I gotta go get you something to play with. Do you want to play the fucking game? Dead air. Not dead! Not dead! Still not fucking dead! I didn't know that. Okay. Ora. I gave him something to do. I gave him a spring toy that we have these little springs that they're made of plastic, but he can like bat them around and chase them. So he's playing with that downstairs. If he happens to come back up here, which he likely will, I have a Twisty that I can toss for him to play with up here too. So he has something to do. He's sitting there. He's got the USB cord of my Hori joystick, and he's going like this, slapping it left and right like it's a little pet or a little piece of prey. Okay, let's continue. Upwards into the spire. Snowphil tipped me $1.50. He says, only variety gamers look at gaming as actual art. Genre contained folk found their niche and never left it since it's their bread and butter. You're right. I actually completely agree with that statement. 100%, I think you're right, man. Also, Snowphil tipped $1.50 and said, I group people into 4 gamer types. Variety gamer, genre contained, like FPS or Souls, MMOs, MOBAs, RTS. Hobbyists will only play one game religiously, nothing else, like a puncher would do within his hobby. And lastly, mobile gamers who waste time on their phones. Probably accurate. And then he did another $1.50 tip. He says, if you played World of Warcraft for 15 years and nothing else, gaming is not your hobby, World of Warcraft is. Mobile crowd is just your mom and pop playing Candy Crush between meetings. These are all very valid statements I have to agree with. Like I said on today's pre-stream, what we don't realize is that gaming is popular in bubbles. There's these bubbles of gaming. Variety gamers like us, we're variety gamers. If you're here watching my stuff, likely it's because you like a variety of content. That's why you come to my different streams, right? But there's people who only play one style of game. There's people who literally don't play major games. They only play like mini games, right? Like, you're absolutely right.
Wow. This place is exactly what you'd expect.
What does it do?
Unknown. Find me somewhere to plug in and I'll try to find out.
Unknown. Probably a skull in here. I found zeros. I get the feeling this is going to be a 0 skull playthrough. I'm never going to find any skulls anywhere. At this point, I think I've stopped caring.
There we go. Plug me in over there.
Okay. Pastry Loving Bastard just did a super chat. Says good afternoon or good evening, as we say in my country.
Interesting.
Thank you, Pastry Loving Bastard.
This structure has been activated using a protocol that's far older than anything I've ever seen. It knows we're here.
Welcome. Oh, hello.
Ah, he's got a spring in his mouth.
Sub-monitor of this installation. loyal servant of Despondent Pyre, who must be indisposed if I have been activated. Have you
Another
seen her?
adjutant.
Kinda. Do you want to tell him?
Tell me what?
The monitor is gone.
Yeah.
Gone? Gone? Gone?
But it wasn't us.
Are you sure?
Yes, it wasn't us.
Are you sure it wasn't you, asshole?
Good. I was worried
Shit.
you were perhaps unfriendly. As you can see, this spire has been successfully deployed. This way, I presume you wish to see the observation platform?
So, Jasper just walked in here. Remember I told you, I just said I gave him a little plastic spring toy? He walked in here with the spring toy in his mouth like prey, like a mouse. And
See?
now he's batting it around the
Friendly.
office. It's funny. So cute.
Did you say something? No?
Ryudo
Then come.
Mastermind said, if Kojima had designed the spire, you'd be walking up a ladder that would take like 20 minutes to get up. You're right. There'd be cool music when you climbed up it too, with lyrics and everything. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. G just did another $200 super chat. This is crazy. He did one yesterday as well. Dr. G, thank you for all these super chats. These are going to help me out long term. These are going to help the channel a lot. So I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Dr. G. So he says the following. What are your thoughts on the new Super Mario... It cut off. What are your thoughts on the new Super Mario movie coming out? And also Merry Christmas. It's a 3D movie, so I'm excited for it. It might be pretty good. I don't know about Chris Pratt being the voice of Mario. But I hope it turns out well. This will be the first ever 3D animated movie from Nintendo, and I assume if it goes well, they'll probably do others as well. And there's many different games they could turn into movies like that, right? So thank you so much, Dr. G. Second time this week, he's done a ginormous super chat that will help me in the long term. Thank you so much, man. CM Fool just did a $4.20 tip. He says, DSP, what do you call people who only play the quiet man? Let's see. What would you call them? Stupid? Very, very closed-minded? I don't know. It's a good question. Anyway, let's continue. All right. The observation platform. Thank you, CM Fool, for the tip. Now, where are we going?
Please proceed.
Please proceed. Someone said, what do you think the fact that all the stages look the same? I mean, that's Halo. Halo, everything looks futuristic and metal, and, you know, that's the design of Halo. That's how it's always been.
Into the portal.
Did you expect Halo would completely redesign the plot from the ground up? Like, a portal, huh? He teleported too. I guess we're teleporting through this thing.
So much to do. Follow me, please.
Oh, wait, what's this? Come on, hidden skull right here. Come on. Give me a skull.
Let us proceed.
I'm never gonna find a skull.
Very exciting.
There's no way.
Soon the sequence will be set.
Okay.
Formation can begin.
Going up. How exciting. What if I misstepped here? Loading. Hilariously, I've seen people start complaining about this loading screen now. They're like, dude, Halo has like great graphics, great gameplay, everything. Why does it only have like one loading screen? Can we get a new one? The Beto, I hate to tell you this, you cannot charge back a super chat. It's not possible. It's not possible at all. Completely impossible. Unlike tips. If there ever was some kind of a chargeback issue with super chats, it wouldn't matter because it doesn't affect me. I don't get that for another month and a half anyway. You see, a tip you get right now, and if there's a chargeback, it's taken away from you potentially when you've already used that money for something important. That's the problem with chargebacks, as opposed to super chats. There's a processing time between when you see the super chat and when you actually get any benefit from it, so it wouldn't even affect me in the least, being honest. Mario Brothers says there's one of the skulls is an open world part, and he can help me get it later if I want. Weapon? Uh-oh. Why would that be there unless there's going to be enemies? So I guess enemies are going to show up in a minute. Okay.
Oh, that's not so bad. The structure's purpose is simple. Rebuild the ring. Well, more specifically, create the materials needed to repair it.
Not gonna happen.
Why?
Nah.
It's such a beautiful... Oh, the Banished. Sorry, I was distracted for a second. There's so much to learn here.
Shut it down. Permanently.
No, no, no! What are you doing? This is not acceptable.
Ah.
You were supposed to be friendly. This installation will be secured. But look at the damage you're causing with those. Don't go here. You monster!
What'd he say? Can't grab him? Oh, I'll just do this. Alright, grab hammer's out. Now I'll just finish him with another weapon. Let's see here. How about this one? Doesn't seem to be doing much. Let's do this instead.
Very well, I will reveal you.
Are you taking any damage from these? Maybe... Oh, okay. Maybe I have to shoot the turrets. Okay.
Clear out that energy to remaining weapons. You are
missed.
insignificant.
I blew his arm off.
Lower the shield, you interesting models. Accounting for new revenues. I will fight you here and now. This wretched thing. This is extremely improbable. No, lower the shield. This is simpler. This will do. I'll feel the electro.
Out of ammo. Shot. Oh, now I have a shock weapon ammo. Are you kidding? Now I get it? Just shoot him in the face.
This weapon should make short work of you. For superior technology.
There we go. So much for him. Done and done. Very nice. Oh yeah, Mario Brothers says there is a hidden skull with 2 hunters guarding it in the open world. Wow, that's gonna be tricky. Huh. Beesbot says, I suggest getting as much valor as possible. Once you get the wasp, the game becomes much easier. That's the flag vehicle, right? It kind of sucks I lost my grav hammer, but there's not much I could do about that. I used it in the boss fight. Shut down the spire. Kimbo Slice did a super chat saying $200 super chat time for a vest, right? No, it's called
good news
Tips,
and
Rewards,
bad news.
Goals. Use your brains. Thanks.
How many?
Okay, straight to the bad news. A lot. I count 9, no, 10 spires. More are being deployed all the time.
Gotta do them all.
Active.
No, not yet at least. They appear to be waiting for an initialization sequence. Something is flooding the network, trying to start it, but there's resistance.
Why?
The protocol that triggered all this wasn't exactly correct. It worked. Well, it started the process. There's more bad news. I can't shut it down exactly. But I can remove it from the network. Of course, I can find the source of the attack. I just need to...
Wait. Is it safe?
Come on, it's me. an infiltration program designed.
Nah.
Oops, I think